What it do, Scooby-Doos? 4 losses to Palace. Let's just get straight into it. Welcome to the Doghouse Review. So tonight we got the opportunity to get to see some of our second and possibly even third team players. And I have to say, even though we took a beating from Palace, there were quite a few positives to take out of tonight's game. So let's get straight into it, right? The first one, we were able to keep Palace at bay for all of 35 minutes, and then just quick movements through from Palace, and boom, they were able to infiltrate our defense and score their first goal. Saw coming through. It seems like that player just has a thing for Liverpool, and he just wants to score all the time against Liverpool. So much so that he even scored a second tonight, and the assist has to go to Joe Gomez. I know, but again, a loose touch from Gomez, trying to clear the ball, and it sets Sa up for an exquisite finish. I mean, the man just stroked it home with such confidence and grace. It just goes to show what scoring does to players and how it actually helps them, even in unprecedented, or should I say, unplanned situations. So definitely one of the top dogs tonight is going to be my man Sa from Crystal Palace. Um, he just loves scoring against Liverpool, and rightfully so. He looks a threat always when he's on the ball. Playing five at the back tonight seemed to help Liverpool in terms of organizing and having cover and making sure that they were able to plug the gaps when they were in possession and on the attack. So I think this is a system that Arne Slot could look at employing ahead of this weekend's game. Props goes to Kirkes because playing that role as a wingback tonight, he really got the opportunity to exploit his pace and to play those quick 1-2s with Rio and Gamoa and make the overlapping run, which sort of stretched the Crystal Palace defense. And it was refreshing to see him bombing up and down that wing and coming back and making challenges where he needed to. And a positive that we could see from tonight was the way they complemented each other. Every time that there was a missed opportunity or there was a decent pass that was put through that didn't result in a goal, they were complimenting each other, giving each other a thumbs up, trying to create a positive environment for all the players that were on the field. And it was very refreshing to see that tonight. Our midfield really looked like they kind of had a kind of synergy that was going on amongst them. Trey, Neone, and Ramsey playing the 1-2s and trying to plug those gaps. And I mean, we have to give props to these young lads for working tirelessly in the middle of the park and trying to keep Liverpool afloat and going toe-to-toe with a full Crystal Palace side. These young men were able to show their worth, and if there's anything that we can take from it is that Liverpool do have star players that they are breeding in our youth divisions, and that is something that we as Liverpool supporters can really be proud of. That we can see the future, we can see the generations that are going to come, and the players that we are breeding, the players that are physical, the players that want to win challenges, that want to play for the badge because they understand what it means to be a Liverpool player. And for me, I love that. I love the fact that these young men, even going 2-0 down in that first half, didn't give up. They kept plugging away. They kept trying. They kept thinking that they could get a foot back in the game. And for me, playing with passion, it really ranks highly. And I have to give props to all of those young boys that were on the field tonight. I am super proud of them. We've also got to speak about Federico Chiesa. The man from the opening minutes set the tone. He said he was going to be physical, and he showed it with his challenge on Hughes, where he literally barged into him to say that I am here, so sit up and take notice. It's unfortunate that he was unable to put away that chance that he had and score a goal for the Carabao Cup, which I believe would have changed the outcome of tonight's game, as Liverpool would have drawn blood first. It's one of those instances where we're going to look back on it and say, oh well, had he scored, should have scored, all of that. But in all honesty, he was a warrior. He was a fighter. He didn't give up, and he kept running, and he kept trying. Had there been a little bit more quality of passes on the field, maybe things would have been a little bit more different for him. He may have had a little bit more service and would have resulted in a few more shots on target, maybe even converting into a goal. So for tonight, I have to say that the top dogs, definitely from Crystal Palace, is going to be their goal scorers, Sa and Jeremy. And for me, for Liverpool, I'm going to say that the top dogs are going to be Kirkes, Ramsey, and Federico Chiesa. The ones that are in the dog box for me this evening, it's kind of hard to put these young men in the dog box because they didn't give up, they didn't quit. They kept trying, they kept plugging away. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint one player that I would say is in the dog box. But if I had to choose one, maybe Rio and Gamoa. I feel he did well, and it was just his decision making. Sometimes he could have slid the ball through for a cross, as opposed to dribbling too much. And that's the only reason why he's in the dog box. Again, he had a great night tonight. I think he did amazing as a 17-year-old coming on and playing against a full-on Crystal Palace side. The lad did well. He's only in the dog box because of decision makings, but that's youth. And as he grows and as he gets more conditioned in the game, Rio Ngomore is going to be a name that everybody needs to sit up and take notice of. So that's my review on tonight's game. Bittersweet because we're out of the Carabao Cup, and it's Liverpool's 6th defeat all season. And I'm hoping and I'm hopeful that things are going to turn up for us against Villa. Something that I definitely need to say is Liverpool are in a slump right now. And we are not getting the results that we want. But it's no time for us to turn our backs on our players, turn our backs on our manager and turn our backs on this football club that we love. We are in a transition season, and we've got to accept that. It's not going to be smooth sailing. We've brought in so many players to try and make this team better than a Premier League winning side last season. So bear with us. Go through the highs, go through the lows, and know that at the end there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. So walk on and know that you'll never walk alone. Be good, do good, and if you can't be good at it. This was Izo for the Doghouse Review. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know more of what you think about our team in the comments.